Very significantly now, we have the names of the 8-member committee that has been formed to look into one nation, one election legislation, the bid by the centre. And who all are on this committee? Well, ex-President Nath will be heading this committee, as was known earlier as well. But we now have the names of all the 8 people on the committee. Home Minister Amit Shah is on the committee. Also, Congress leader and the leader of the Congress party in Lok Sabha, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, is in the committee. Ghulam Nabi Azad, very interestingly, is also on the committee. N.K. Singh, he's also on the committee. Subhash C. Kashyap, Harish Salve, senior advocate, he's also on the committee. Shri Sanjay Kothari is in the committee as well. And well, the committee has to submit its recommendations at the earliest and also suggest constitutional amendments required to push for this legislation. Arvind Gunasekar is now joining us on the phone line. Arvind, so now this 8-member committee, we have the details of that, and very significantly, the committee has to submit its recommendations at the earliest and also suggest, in a sense, explore the constitutional amendments as well. So the centre, in a sense, really pushing through with this, and there are chances that this could be brought up in that special session as well.
Yeah, Vedant, we are not sure whether this particular bill or any of the constitutional amendment bills will be brought in during the special session. Keeping that aside, there are more surprises in this particular notification, though yesterday it was made public that a committee under the chairmanship of former President Nath Kovind will be constituted to examine the simultaneous elections or one nation, one election issue. But what is surprising here is that we all have been reporting that this particular simultaneous elections for Lok Sabha elections and also for the assembly elections, that state assembly elections across the country. But it's not just for Lok Sabha and state assemblies. But if you could read the notification also speaks about the municipalities and also panchayat elections. That means that from top to bottom, from Lok Sabha, assemblies, municipalities and also panchayats, all elections clubbed together. That's what the simultaneous election is, what the centre is defining in this through this particular notification. Like you mentioned, the names the members of this particular committee have also been made public through this notification. So Nath Kovind, like we said earlier, that Nath Kovind will be heading this committee, and the members include Union Home Minister Amit Shah, along with leader of opposition in Lok Sabha, that is Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, along with Ghulam Nabi Azad, the former leader of opposition in Rajya Sabha, former Congress MP who is currently, he heads his own party in Jammu and Kashmir. He is also included in the committee, along with N.K. Singh, the chairman of 15th Finance Commission, along with Subhash Kashyap, again a well-known constitutional expert, with Harish Salve, another senior advocate who is also expert constitutional matters, along with Sanjay Kothari, the former Chief Vigilance Commissioner. He is also included in the committee. So this particular committee will work with the Secretariat in Delhi, and the Law Ministry will take care of the logistics of this particular committee. But what's important here is that the committee has been asked to give its recommendation on how to go ahead with the simultaneous election. Whether, if at all, if there is any need to amend the constitution, because we have been reporting both Article 83 and Article 85, right, with Article 172, 174 have to be amended. So, in total, the committee has to give recommendations at the earliest on the necessary changes that have to be made. That also includes the logistic support or resources that will be needed for Election Commission of India. So, in total, a committee has been constituted to look into the subject of one nation, one election. And then the committee has to submit its report at the earliest. And
also very significantly, Arvind, as you said, that not just simultaneous elections for Lok Sabha and state assemblies, but also municipalities and panchayats. So that's really the real surprise in this notification of the committee. Akhilesh Sharma, a senior colleague, is also with us. So Akhilesh, it's now, the centre is in a sense looking at simultaneous elections for Lok Sabha, state assemblies, as well as municipalities and panchayats. So that is, a very significant point there. And the committee has been asked to, in a sense, give their recommendations at the earliest. So the centre pushing through with this, we just saw yesterday how JP Nadda met Nath Kovind. Today this notification is out. So are there chances of this being brought up in the special session of the Parliament as well?
Well, it's really unlikely, Vedanta, because the committee won't have much time, because the issue is very complex. As you mentioned correctly, that, the committee has to also look into synchronization of municipality and panchayat elections too. And that is something which comes under the domain of the states. So will the states agree for that? That's a key question. And I do not think that in the next 15 days or so, this committee can form a a consensus on this crucial issue. And of course, apart from that, there are various aspects in which the committee has to go into. For example, whether to amend the constitution, which article has to be amended. All these matters have to be discussed by the committee in detail. And apart from that, the committee has also gone into the possible scenarios of, in case of hung house, what will happen, and also adoption of no confidence motion, defection. All these events which are possible, which have been happening in Indian politics for the past 50 years, what will happen in those scenarios? All these aspects have to be looked into by this committee. But of course, this shows that the government is very serious to hold one nation, one election. And apart from parliament and also state assemblies, the government wants to synchronize the municipality and panchayat elections too.
Right.
It is very significant in this thing.
And Akhilesh, as you said, the message being sent out by the government is clear that they're very serious as far as implementing this, or perhaps exploring all the constitutional amendments that will be required for pushing through with this is something that the centre is really sending out that message. Thanks so much, Akhilesh and Arvind, for joining us with all those details. A very important development there. That committee has been formed, and now the centre looking at synchronizing Lok Sabha, state assemblies and panchayat elections. Very important development there. We'll keep tracking all the latest for you.